Turning Red, Pixar's newest animated film, has finally arrived. But what do we know about Turning Red 2? Turning Red is unlike anything Pixar has done previously, as it is the first Pixar film to be directed by an all-female creative team and is immersed in Chinese culture. So far, little official information on the Turning Red sequel has been released. However, as great reviews for Turning Red continue to pour in, a sequel appears increasingly likely. So far, here's everything we know about Turning Red 2. The narrative of Meilin, Mei Li, Rosalie Chang, a straightest student and overachiever who has recently turned 13, is told in Turning Red. Mei has always been dedicated to her parents, but as she approaches adulthood, she begins to yearn for her own identity. As she attempts to balance her newfound desire for independence and boy bands with her familial obligations, Mei is hit with something no teenage girl could have prepared for: an ancestral curse that turns her into a giant red panda every time she experiences strong emotions. As she takes on the mantle of the red panda, Mei is forced to choose between two paths: becoming who her family wants her to be or becoming who she wants to be. Following the footsteps of movies like Luca and Soul, Turning Red was the latest Pixar movie to be sent directly to Disney Plus. Despite the overwhelmingly positive reception of recent Pixar films, the last time one saw the theater was Onward's 2020 theatrical release. After facing a few less than stellar box office performances with its animated movies in recent years due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Disney scrapped their plans to release Turning Red in the theaters, instead premiering the movie on Disney Plus for free. Currently, there has been no official announcement regarding a sequel to Turning Red. However, the creators are open to the idea. In an exclusive interview, director Domee Shi and producer Lindsay Collins reassured fans that the possibility of a sequel is still on the table. The end of Turning Red certainly leaves room for a sequel. As Mei unites with her red panda and learns to coexist alongside it, there are plenty of journeys to be had and hijinks to get up to. Mei has only just begun to navigate her relationships with herself, her friends, and her family, and she still needs to see a real four-town concert. As Mei Li explores her independence, and the relationship with her red panda has just begun. According to Shi, it's an invitation at the end for more stories. Turning Red 2 has yet to receive the green light, and with the first Turning Red taking roughly 5 years to produce, starting back in 2017, it's likely that Turning Red 2 wouldn't be hitting screens for several years. If Turning Red 2 follows the same production schedule as Turning Red, it could be 2026 or 2027 before the sequel arrives.